Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and get this party started. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Jeremy Simon. I will be your host this evening, and it is a pleasure. I've been looking forward to this. We are going to have so much fun tonight. And I don't know if all of you realize this, but not only are we celebrating New Year's tonight, but it was 20 years ago that Keith Jonsson started Off Square Music back in 2003. So we are also celebrating our 20-year anniversary. Very exciting. For those of you who might not be familiar with the place, we've got two bathrooms all the way in the back. They're both unisex, so take either one that's available. And I want to thank Jessica, who we have at the bar tonight. Please tip generously. Grab your drinks and snacks throughout the evening. We are going to have a bunch of pizza coming in at about 8:15. We'll have champagne later in the evening, and there will be non-alcoholic champagne as well. Thank you to Tricia Alexander for that. And yes, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I got a couple of opening remarks, and I'll be back a couple times throughout the evening. But, we are doing this as a fundraiser. So this is a little bit different this year. We're not, you might have noticed, we didn't sell tickets. We didn't, have any kind of formal cover charge. We're just asking people to give what they can. But this is our one big fundraiser of the year. And we set a goal for ourselves of $2,500 because we've got a lot of exciting things planned for next year. And Off Square Music is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3, and so we are supported by the community. We need your help to be able to keep this going. I'm very pleased to announce that thanks to your generous support and those that donated in advance because they couldn't be here, we are starting off at a little over $1,000. So I think we have a very, very good chance of hitting our goal tonight with your help. And so, again, thanks to those who donated in advance and who have been donating throughout the year. We've had a lot of very generous support, and it's greatly appreciated. Now's the time that I'm going to ask you to go ahead and silence your cell phones if you don't mind, and that's because we are recording tonight. Now, you might know this if you've been at our open mics. We record at all of our open mics. It's one of the sort of little unique services, I think, that we offer to our performers because we do pretty decent recordings. We record our sound straight off of our new digital soundboard. We got 2 cameras running. And at most of our open mics, what I do is I send out individual recordings to each of the performers and let them tell me if they want to share it. Now, we're doing this a little bit differently tonight because there are some people that really wanted to be a part of this but couldn't be here. And so I'm going to be sharing the recording of the entire evening as one big recording on our YouTube channel. And so if anyone is performing tonight that doesn't want your set included in that recording, please come see me at some point throughout the evening, and I'll make a note of that. I can certainly, exclude that from the recording, but otherwise I'm just going to share the whole thing as one big recording so that the rest of the folks in our community can enjoy this, or if you want to relive the experience, you can do that anytime you like. And we've had a lot of fun building that YouTube channel this year. We've had over 50,000 video views, over 3,200 hours of video views this year. And lots of great activity there. And there's really some great performances out there. So check it out if you haven't already. Just go to YouTube and search for Off Square Music, and it will come right up. Let's see. Tonight, most of our sets are going to be 2 songs or 10 minutes each. A couple of our earlier performers are going to do 3 songs just because we did have one cancellation tonight. So to kind of get us back on schedule, we're going to have a couple of sets that do 3 songs. But then most of them will be 10 minutes or 2 songs. We have 3 featured performers for you tonight on top of a fantastic lineup of other performers. But we've got Small Potatoes coming up about halfway through the evening, doing an extended set for you. We also have Donna Herula with her husband, Tony Nardiello, doing an extended set a little later on. And then to bring us into the new year, we've got Ashley and Simpson. So, and like I said, a lot of other great performances outside of that. So it's going to be just a fantastic evening. Now, I usually don't even say anything about this, but, tonight is a party after all. We want you all to have a really good time. But at the same time, I just want to remind you to try to be respectful to the performers. We always have such fantastic audiences here. But this is a New Year's Eve party after all. I know everyone wants to have fun. No problem. Just try to maybe keep the conversation a little bit more towards the back and just keep an eye on the voices so that our performers can, have a little bit of an easier time up on stage. And, if anyone gets a little loud, I know it can happen. Somebody else might just kind of shush you a little. Don't take it personally. That's just us helping each other out. And I'm sure we're all going to have a great time. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'll be back a little bit later with some other news and updates for you. To start us off, we have Fred Strauss, who's going to be doing 3 songs for us. Welcome to the stage, Fred.
Thanks, Jeremy. Thanks very much. Thanks, all you stage lefters. It's a great pleasure to be here on New Year's, for heaven's sakes. This is awesome. I haven't seen all there is to see, but I've seen quite a bit. I've seen things I'll always remember, some things I wish that I could forget. Haven't been quite around the world, but I've been around the block. I know that distances are meaningless, like the hands that move around the clock. And I know that love is everywhere, always safe and always true. Exactly where it comes from, it's where it's going to. Your heart to mine, my heart to yours. Talk about opening windows, talk about opening doors. My heart to yours, your heart to mine. Love is a light that shines from heart to heart. Here we are singing an old stage left in the square with all the lights. They're like diamonds in the heavens, enough to brighten the dark of night. Another side of sorrow, as there is to everything. Like the other side of lonely is falling in love again. Then you know there's an answer to the suffering we see. And though it isn't easy, it's still as simple as you and me. And you know that love is everywhere, always safe and always true. And exactly where it comes from, it's where it's going to. Your heart to mine, my heart to yours. Talk about opening windows, talk about opening doors. My heart to yours, your heart to mine. Love is a light that shines from heart to heart. Your heart to mine, my heart to yours. Talk about opening windows, talk about opening doors. My heart to yours, your heart to mine. Love is a light that shines from heart to heart. John Denver wrote that one. I think the guy's a brilliant writer. And it's been about the Christmas time, and I don't know if anybody's playing a banjo tonight. Is there anybody maybe set up for a band? Oh, you are? Good. I need to maybe talk to... I need for a reference later on. It was kind of... I had a great Christmas, but there was one sad feature for me, turns out, unfortunately. I've written letters to Santa to get me a banjo, and for some reason, titled this song. Anybody see the Steam concert over here at the main showroom? Oh, good, because they did this song. It's kind of sad for me, because I've written letters to Santa, and for some reason, that just doesn't seem to be happening to get a banjo. But I'll talk to you later. Maybe I'll talk to you later. Santa never brings me a banjo. I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams. Every Christmas morning I cry. Santa never brings me a banjo. I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams. Every Christmas morning I cry. If you know this or saw it from Steam over there, sing along. My brother got the train that he asked for. My sister even got a violin. How does he miss the one thing on my list? The letter that I sent to him. Told him how hard I would practice I told her I would play so loud, that high lonesome sound to fill up the ground, to make parents proud. But Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I'm crying. Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, every Christmas morning I cry. I asked my parents if they know why Santa always leaves me so sad. I did well in school, I follow the rules, but don't think I've been bad. Maybe it's too much for the workshop, maybe it's too tricky for the elves. I'll never understand, I think I'm gonna plan to buy one for myself. So, never bet me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. I don't even know if David Miles has that one in his gift yet box, but I don't know if he got one. I sure didn't get one. Good. I want to hear it tonight for sure. Well, I'm going to do one to check out here for sure. One more there. Good. Thank you, Keith. And this one is A Good Day for Living. Since it is up here at stage left and getting ready for the new year, this will be my close to New Year's song. It's a good day. Joe Nichols did this one. It's great. I just love the concept. Little place is a little bit understated. Yeah, the OJ's always concentrated. AC's broke, so gotta sleep naked. It's a good day for living. Swear all my poles got jeans in the pockets. Yeah, their money still when I start walking. Good thing the sunshine don't cost nothing. It's a good day for living. Living it up, living it right. Living each day, one day at a time. Ain't making no worry no bigger than it is when it isn't. Yeah, I'm thinking I wanna wake up, do it for the love. Glass half full, fill the rest up. Gonna take a sweet sip of whatever life's fixing. It's a good day for living. She's got a cool tattoo of Rosie the Riveter. There's a good time, good chance she's in it first. Any day that I get to kissing her's a good day for living. We sneak into a motel pool at 4 a.m. Every time she smiles, I say amen. One heck of a good staycation. It's a good day for living. Living it up, living it right. Living each day, one day at a time. Ain't making no worry no bigger than it is when it isn't. Yeah, I'm thinking I wanna wake up, do it for the love. Glass half full, wanna fill the rest up. Gonna take a sweet sip of whatever life's cooking. It's a good day for living. It's a wild ride, but we all got a ticket. Yeah, it goes by quick. If you blink, you'll miss it. Tomorrow's always short on specifics, but it's a good day for living. Living it up, living it right. Living each day, one day at a time. Ain't making no worry no bigger than it is when it isn't. Yeah, I'm thinking I wanna wake up, do it for the love. Glass half full, wanna fill the rest up. Gonna take a sweet sip of whatever life's fixing. It's a good day for living. Yeah, it's a good day for living. Good day for living. Joe Nichols did that one, guys. And thank you, Steve, for that. Thanks, Jeremy. We good?
Yeah, just unplug it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice job. Thank you. Let's hear it again for Fred Strauss. Yes, excellent. Great start to the evening. Now we're going to switch gears a little bit and give you some poetry. So coming up here is one of our volunteers, Terry Loncaric, who has been wonderfully helpful in hosting our all-original open mics, which are the fourth Friday of every month. I've really enjoyed those because they're not only are they all original works, as the name suggests, but it's a mix, usually about 50-50 between poetry and music, and it's really given me a much greater appreciation of poetry, and I've really enjoyed these. We've got some great poets in the community. And here we have one, so please welcome Terry Loncaric.
Thank you. Perfect. This is Thoughts on Retirement, something I did about 3 years ago. I lost track because I did it right during COVID. Great time to retire. Retired, perhaps, at least retired from a daily structure, a 9-to-5 grind, being prisoner to a paycheck, never retired from learning, from experiencing, from traveling, from acquiring wisdom, from enjoying nature and animals, from discovering new passions, from writing new poems, from living the life I was meant to live. Since this is such a music-filled program, this is the first poem I wrote about New Orleans. I've written whole bunches of them because it's like one of my favorite cities. And to me, it's one of the great American cities, and especially for music. A Night on Bourbon Street. I love its noise, its outrageous acceptance. Dixieland fumes the air, so does stale urine, spicy Cajun food, sugary pralines, yeasty beers, and God knows what other substances flow into the drain pipes. Boisterous music infiltrates every pore of every lonely cafe, every trendy night spot. Neon signs, half-clad strippers, decked-out drag queens, southern gentlemen in striped seersucker suits, crowded dive bars shared by sweaty strangers, old musicians that move in perfect syncopation on the rickety pavement, winos diving into their paper bags, courtyards with beignets and all-night breakfasts. A young man singing Ave Maria so pitch perfect it makes passers-by cry. There is constant motion, a never-ending cloud of powdered sugar from the beignets. Restlessness hangs in the muggy night air. History seeps from the pastel shutters, the horse-drawn carriages, the weathered wood doors. It is the oddest of mixtures. It is the intoxicating rhythm of Bourbon Street. Thank you. You're a very kind audience. Listening to the alarm bells in the daily news cycle has reminded me how easily democracy can be plundered if we elect the wrong people. This inspired me to write a collection of poems about democracy and democratic values, and I'm going to share 3. They're short. Short, I think, but impactful, hopefully. R.I.P. Democracy. Somewhere along the line, we, the privileged citizens of arguably the greatest democracy in the world, fell into a deep, disturbing coma. We slipped into the quicksand of ignorance, of false grievances. We entrusted our lives to the corrupt and greedy. We traded reason for ugly bigotry, primal anger. We turned away from love, justice, truth, respect, civility. We forgot the garden could not possibly grow if we stopped watering it with knowledge, care, and the passion of our principles. We failed to acknowledge its fragility, to examine its nuanced intricacies before it spun out of control. True freedom. Freedom from terrorists, bullies, despots. Freedom from oppressive people, ideas, governments. Freedom from gangs, guns, all forms of violence. freedom from displacement, homelessness, isolation, freedom from economic disparity, racial inequality, gender limitations, freedom from ignorance, propaganda, suppression, freedom from retribution, righteousness, judgment. This is the democracy I embrace. As an ex-reporter, this poem is kind of close to my heart. The existential truth. We used to argue about wars, taxes, women's rights, racial justice. We used to debate what is Democrat, what is Republican, what is liberal, what is conservative. Now we cannot agree on what is true, even when naked facts smack us in the face. When was the truth ever up for debate? When did people quote conspiracy theories as though conspiracies bred from fear and ignorance are a replacement for the sacredness of the truth? If you repeat a lie long enough, it becomes true. So say the propagandists. Maybe truth is a new patriotism. Maybe truth is the key to our survival. Thank you. Those poems are really close to my heart. I'm closing with one real short, simple, lighter one. This one's called Never. How can I ever tire of writing poems? Only if I tire watching a baby bird scatter sand on the beach with its wonky walk. Only if I tire watching lovers in warm wraps dart secret glances across a cafe table. Only if I tire watching fat catfish with magnificent whiskers leap high in the air from a mossy pond. Only if I tire feeling a new jumble of words breathe their grace upon me like a string of elegant pearls. As long as I crave the communion of rhythms with the magic of metaphors, I will listen and become absorbed in the miracle of words, the mysteries of life. Happy New Year, everybody.
Thank you, Terry. As Jeremy mentioned, we have on the fourth Friday of each month we have an original open mic, and it's become one of my favorite times because of you just don't know what to expect. You go to see a performer because you like him, but when you go to the open mic, the original open mic, you're going to hear things that you've never heard before, and it's really exciting, and it's good for us to have people putting their thoughts and their songs out in front of everybody else. It's a wonderful time. So if you get a chance to come to those, I also wanted to make one correction. I didn't start off Square Music. Mr. John Hoyt is sitting out here. John, raise your hand. Apologies for that. John was one of the people who originally was on our committee to start it, and there were many others. Dave Ashby, Judy, anybody else, John, you can think of? But we had our original. We were forced to start off Square Music because we were doing concerts in a private home, and they decided we couldn't do that anymore. So we started our organization. One of our most recent, you were our latest board member, Jeremy?
Yeah, okay, I think so. Yeah.
I think he was our last board.
2 years ago.
Mic up just a little bit louder.
Doing it.
Rich is working on it. We got a new sound man over there, Rich Prezioso. One of our most recent board members is Jeremy Simon, and we are so tickled to have him because Jeremy, during the time of COVID, made the leap for us to digital. And we got a new board, and we got a virtual open mic, and it's been very successful. He and Andrick, who's out here someplace, Andy, raise your hand. I just think people don't get enough recognition. They have carried this through. What week were you on, Jeremy?
Actually, yesterday was 190 consecutive weeks.
It's quite a record. And Jeremy is a great musician in his own right. So please welcome Jeremy Simon.
Thank you. And I'm so glad you made that correction, John. I'm sorry, I didn't know the whole history there. I'm so glad you pointed that out. So, okay, I've got 3 songs for you here. This first one is a Garth Brooks tune that I felt was a appropriate because it really, to me, has a lot to do with finding common ground in even the most challenging situations, which I think we can kind of use some of right now. So this is Bellow Wood. Oh, the snowflakes fell in silence over Bellow Wood that night, for a Christmas truce had been declared by both sides of the fight. As we lay there in our trenches, the silence broken too by a German soldier singing a song that we all knew. Though I did not know the language, the song was Silent Night. When I heard my buddy whisper, all is calm, all is bright, and the fear and doubt surrounded me, 'cause I'd die if I was wrong. But I stood up in my trench and I began to sing along. Then across the frozen battlefield another's voice joined in, until one by one each man became a singer of the hymn. Then I thought that I was dreaming, for right there in my sight stood the German soldier 'neath the fallen flakes of white. And he raised his hand and smiled at me, as if he seemed to say, here's hoping we both live to see us find a better way. Then the devil's clock struck midnight and the skies lit up again, and the battlefield where heaven stood was blown to hell again. But for just one fleeting moment, the answer seemed so clear. Heaven's not beyond the clouds, it's just beyond the fear. No, heaven's not beyond the clouds, it's for us to find it here. Thank you. Thank you. Rich, can I get a little more of the guitar on the monitor, please? All right, this next one is John Gorka tune. This is called Riverside. Time is a river with no riverside, space a sea that has no tide. Oh, can't get across, no, it's too wide. If you have loved, then you have cried. We are dust that was made in stars. Now we roll off to work in cars. When we were young, we'd spill our dreams in bars. Now we clean up the mess. A little bit of thought can make a lot of sense, and every little day can make a difference. Yes, I'm speaking in the present tense, where my faults and seams wear through. I can be more than a little dance. You're gonna get splinters if you ride that fence. Still I like the way the river bends when it turns back to you. We called it gravy, never called it sauce. Better learn something if love gets lost, like how hard the hurt, how high the cost, how all smooth goes too rough. Time is a river with no riverside, space a sea that has no tide. I can't get across, no, it's too wide. If you have love, then you have cried.
Thank you. All right, I got one more for you. This one is tuned by Gnarls Barkley called Crazy.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even our emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy? Probably. And I hope that you are having the time of your life. But think twice. That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Ha ha ha, bless your soul. You really think you're in control? I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Just like me. My heroes had the heart to lose their lives out on a limb. And all I remember was thinking, I want to be like them. Ever since I was little, it looked like fun. And it's no coincidence I've come. And I can die when I'm done. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe we're crazy. Probably.
Thank you so much. Want to introduce the next group? Mr. He's in training. He's been training the rest of us, actually. Thank you, Jeremy. That was great. Our next group is Andy Andrick. He's got And as Andy, as you know, Andy usually has a band with him. He's got a band with him again tonight. Laurel, you want to use this wireless? You won't be using the mic?
No, I'm just gonna.
You playing keyboard for this one? No. Okay. So Andy and Cheryl and Pete and Les.
Okay. It's a nice crowd tonight here. And I'm so pleased that the stage is on this side again, so we can see the beautiful lights behind us. Yeah.
Andy's going to play a 5-string guitar tonight. He was tuning up back there, and I heard a loud pop. So he's going to play 5-string guitar.
Which is much easier than a 6-string, of course. Plus, I get paid more.
Did we share that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, Christmas is a week behind us now, but there's one Christmas song that we really enjoy and have not had a chance to do it yet. So
Not ever.
So we're gonna try it tonight here.
Somebody help me. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices that yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
Truly, he taught us to love one another. His law is love, and his gospel is peace.
Chains shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, let all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord, his name forever praise we. Nowhere
you. Miss Cheryl, Niemo, and Pete Jonsson. Thank you, guys. All right. Thank you very much. And we'll get Dorothy now. Dorothy and Laurel. Where's Laurel? Oh, she's over there. Les, yeah. We'll put Les on the far side here.
Yeah, I'm here mostly to clap.
And we're going to have Dorothy Biris and Laurel Palma help us out, and
Thank you so much.
Mr. Les Urban, who's known as a great pedal steel player.
That's why I'm playing guitar today. All right. What? Oh, D. So, aren't we doing Mono Love?
Yeah.
I think I get a solo. Okay. Yeah. Check 1, 2. Check 1. I hate that. I just hate the way that thing
Okay,
sounds.
here's our second song here. It's an old, it was a hit for Johnny Rivers back in,
Yay, Johnny.
Charlie Pride, too.
yeah, right.
Andy's our answer to Charlie Pride.
Are you ready? Standing on a mountain looking down on the city, the way I feel is a doggone pity. Teardrops falling down the mountainside. Many times I've been in, many times we cried. We used to be so happy when we were in love. High on the mountain of love. Night after night I've been standing here alone, weeping my heart out the whole day long, praying that you're coming and you come here too. Hoping just by chance that I get a glimpse of you, trying hard to find you somewhere up above, high on the mountain of love. A mountain of love, mountain of love. You shouldn't be ashamed. It used to be a mountain of love. You just changed your name. Way down below there's 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church with a big tall steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing, should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely, a dream from above, high on the mountain of love. Mr. Les Urban.
Yeah.
Mountain of love, mountain of love. You shouldn't be ashamed. You used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Way down below there's 500,000 people. Somewhere there's a church with a big tall steeple. Inside the church there's an altar filled with flowers. Wedding bells are ringing, she should have been ours. That's why I'm so lonely, her dreams up above, high on the mountain of love. High on the mountain of love. High on the mountain of love. All right. Thank you.
Okay, let's hear it one more time for Andy, Andrick, and company. I won't list all the names. Great stuff. All right, a couple of announcements now. The first of which is the pizza's here. So, and man, do we have a lot of it. So I hope you're all hungry. Give them just a couple of minutes to get that set up back there. But by the time I'm finished talking here, we'll be able to invite you to go and help yourselves. And we'll have some champagne later, including, as I mentioned, non-alcoholic champagne, thanks to Tricia Alexander. And so we're off to a great start here. As I mentioned earlier on, Off-Screen Music is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3, which means all of your donations are fully tax deductible. And we do need your help to hit our goal tonight. We've got a $2,500 goal, but we're making great progress. We are up to $1,135. Nice job, everyone. Thank you all so much. And we got a ways to go, but I think we're going to get there. We got a long time ahead of us, and hopefully we can inspire you guys. Even if you've already donated, there's nothing stopping you from donating again, you know. And so I got some thank yous here. I want to thank all of our Off-Square board members, including Laurel Palma, who's our president. Yeah, we got our vice president, Andy Andrick, is here. Joe Pez, our treasurer, could not be with us tonight, unfortunately, but I want to thank him for all of his work. I joined the board a couple of years ago. I serve as the secretary of the board. I'm Jeremy Simon. I want to thank Rich Prezioso, who was helping out with sound a little while ago. Now he's slipped into the back. Kent Fishburne, who also unfortunately was not feeling well tonight, so couldn't be here. And of course, Keith Jonsson, who is doing sound, and he's really done a great job on sound for us at all of our open mics. So thanks to all of our board members. It's really a wonderful team to work with, and I'm so glad to be part of it. And I also want to thank a couple of others that do a lot to help us out. First and foremost, my mom, actually, Leslie Cook, who's she's home with her dog tonight, taking care of him. He's a little on the older side, but a lot of people don't know this. She handles our email newsletters that go out each month, as well as helping with the weekly emails for our virtual open mics. She helps manage our social media. She helps manage the website, including our calendar events. She actually puts in quite a lot of hours for us, and she's been doing that for some years now. So a big thanks to Leslie Cook for all of her help. I also want to thank Mary Sherman, who also couldn't be here tonight, feeling under the weather as well, but she helps out as our volunteer editor, helping to review all of our emails before they go out, make sure that she catches most of our mistakes before they go out, which is a big help to have. I want to thank Terry Loncaric, who did some poetry for you earlier. She hosts our all-original open mics, as I mentioned, which have really added a wonderful flavor, taking this beyond just the music and introducing some wonderful poets to the circle. And I also want to recognize Cheryl Obertubbesing, who runs the Woodstock Folk Festival. And she's always been such a wonderful supporter of Off-Screen Music. She joins almost every week for our virtual open mics and helps to kind of announce all the great events that are going on, which I have a harder time keeping track of. And I always am so thankful to have her there to help with that, and really love working with her as well. And a special thanks to someone who couldn't be with us tonight, Mike Maxa, who passed away this year on September 22nd. He served as MC for a lot of our open mics here at Stage Left, and he also shared a lot of his own original music. In fact, he played a set for us just 2 weeks before he passed away unexpectedly, just showing how much music was a part of his life and how important it was. And I just want to thank him for the wonderful support that he gave us. He was just such a wonderful guy to work with, and he will be missed. So, all of these board members and volunteers, we give all of our time because we really believe that what we're doing here is important. Music, there's something special about this. Music and poetry, it brings people together in very powerful ways. And in fact, in ways that, especially these days, it's important because there's not a whole lot these days that really does bring people together from all walks of life, all ages, all religious backgrounds, political viewpoints. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can all get together and share a part of ourselves that might not be possible to share otherwise. And that really is important to a lot of us, and that's why we do this work. And so we need your help to keep that going. We've done a lot of great things this year, and I'll be talking about some of those the next time I'm up here, but we have a lot of great stuff planned for next year, and to do that, we need your support. So you've been very generous so far. Let's keep it going. And to help encourage donations, we brought some merchandise with us tonight. So we've got some assorted T-shirts, some long sleeves, some sweatshirts, a hat, a coffee mug, and I think there's a couple of tote bags. And what we're going to do is say anyone that wants to donate $50 or more tonight, Even if you've already done that, that's fine. Stop by and see Laurel Palma, who's right here in the front. Anytime during the evening, stop by and see her, and you can take your pick of any one of these items. We have about, I think we got about a couple of dozen items, so we'll do it as long as supplies last. We would ask that we limit that to one per person, just because of the limited number, so we can get as many people involved in that as possible. But got a lot of fun items up here, and so anyone who's willing to help us out with a donation of 50 or more, please stop by, see Laurel, take your pick of any of the items as long as we have them left to give. And if you miss out on that, you can always find those items on our website at offsquaremusic.org. We've got a great assortment, including a winter collection now with some warmer stuff for you. You can donate. There's a beautiful donation box up here, and I want to thank Laurel Palma and Mary Sherman for putting that together with the lights on it up here. And so you can put either cash or checks are fine, made out to Off Square Music. You can put those in the box there. We'll be counting those up throughout the evening. You can also donate through PayPal, either by going to our website or just by scanning the QR code that's on your tables. There's a little table tent there with the Off Square Music logo, and there's a QR code on there that you can just point your phone at, and that'll take you right to our donation page. And we'll be counting up the PayPal donations throughout the evening as well, so we can include those. You'll notice we have a thermometer up here to the left to the side of the stage that, again, I want to thank Laurel Palma for getting that and putting it together. As I mentioned, we're up a little bit over $1,100 now, so our target is definitely within reach. And so we're going to actually, as just another way of donating, in addition to the box and the PayPal, we've got a fun little hat that I think Laurel has, and I think she might be getting the pizza ready, but we got a really beautiful hat that she brought that lights up and everything. We're actually going to be literally passing the hat around here, so if you want to put some money in the hat just as another way, so you don't even have to walk up here to the box, we'll do that as well. So we'll pass that around momentarily. And that's about all I got for you. So please enjoy the pizza back there. We'll get some champagne out when we get closer to midnight. And we got lots more great entertainment for you, including our 3 featured performers coming up. So lots more great stuff to come. And that leads us to our next performer. Now, is Les Caress here? I don't know if I've seen him. Is Les Caress in the house? No. Okay. Well, then we will move right on, and we will adjust as we go. That brings us to a wonderful performer who I have enjoyed greatly. I got to hear him as part of the featured performers in December, along with a couple of others. Brian Murphy is going to be coming up here to do a couple songs for us. So let's please welcome. I'm sorry to spring that on you, Brian. You probably weren't expecting to go next, but if you want to grab your guitar and come on up here next, we'll have Brian do a couple songs for you. And then, just so you have a heads up, coming up after Brian is David Callan here. I don't think I've seen David either tonight. Did David make it out? David's not here yet. Okay, well, so we might have a couple of changes in our schedule. We're going to, like I said, we're going to adjust as we go. So unless David shows up after Brian Murphy, we will lead into Small Potatoes, the first of our features. So yeah, excellent. Brian, welcome to the stage. Let's hear it for Brian Murphy.
So I have to use my own microphone because I'm very prone to things like COVID, RSV. I was talking to my doctor, and she said, "So how do you think you keep getting these colds and upper respiratory things? Do you share drinks with people?" I said, "Well, I play where I share a microphone." And she goes, "Well, you think that might be it?" So that's something really easy to do. I can still recall the hour my father told me it was time to let it go. Mended wing had made it sing. He said the bird I cared for was not really mine. Let it go. Letting go seems to break your heart, though it will heal it seems slow to start, and though the pain burned within me so, he held me tight so I could let it go. Years have passed since then, so is he, but I still hear his words. Let it go. There's so much of life that can't be lived when you're holding on to pain and anger deep inside. Let it go. Letting go opens up the heart. There is a new day, hungry to start. You can't change what has hurt you so, but you will heal if you can let it go. All that's wrong in your life, let it go. All that is worth saving is love. Love will hold you tight. Love lifts the burden. Love shines the light. Only love purifies the soul. If it's not love, simply let it go. Thank you. So, my son and his partner just had a baby 5 months ago. And this is a song I liked many, many years ago. Does everybody know who, never mind, I'll just get into it. Know who Charles Bronson is? Everybody got a grip on that? Okay. He's going to come up later. He looks like an angel when he's sleeping. There's a little bit of heaven where he lies. He looks like an angel when he's sleeping, but he looks like Charles Bronson when he cries. He looks like Charles Bronson when he's crying. He doesn't have the mustache, but he's trying. When he's asleep, he's like a package sent from paradise. But he looks like Charles Bronson when he cries. When he cries. It's like half a song, sure. That's enough. John Gorka, long time ago. So a very wise man said, there's far too much hatred in this world and not enough kindness. There's way too much meanness and not enough kindness. And, I have great love for people who are really, really super down on their luck. I've had the opportunity to help a man who's like 85 years old, living on a fixed income, and got to know him quite well. And he told me stories about when he rode the rails as a hobo, things you see in movies. And these are things that he lived. Made me love this song. He was an old hand living and making his way. He smelled like old whiskey and he needed a shave. His home was an alley off Faith Avenue. And if you had a minute or an hour or two, he'd tell you the gospel according to Luke. Luke carried his Bible in a Crown Royal bag. He wiped off his brow with an old dirty rag. But he'd tell you straight out just the way he believed. Well, faith in the good Lord is all that you need. I remember the first time that he preached to me. He said, give to your brother when he is in need. Offer up thanks for the gifts you receive. There's treasure in heaven for the generous few. And that was the gospel according to Luke. So I bought him breakfast at the Daylight Cafe. Biscuits and gravy, hot coffee and eggs. He was hungry and ragged, hadn't eaten in days. But I was the one there who felt out of place. When he folded his hands, bowed his head and said grace. He said, give to your brother when he is in need. Offer up thanks for the gifts you receive. There's treasure in heaven for the generous few. And that was the gospel according to Luke. Ago Wednesday, I saw him again downtown at the Mission, surrounded by friends, handing out all the change he'd collected that week, saying you boys might need this a lot more than me. I try hard to practice the things that I preach. He said, give to your brother when he is in need. Offer up thanks for the gifts you receive. There's treasure in heaven for the generous few. And that was the gospel according to Luke. Thank you.
Okay, well, we'll go with this one. Okay, let's hear it one more time for Brian Murphy with an assist from Rich Prezioso. I'm just going to check one more time. Do we have David Callan in the house? Okay, so we're going to move on to our first featured performer, Small Potatoes. And yes, they are, well, you guys know, Rich Prezioso and Jacquie Manning, they have been traveling the country for many years, many thousands of miles, and have got some stories to tell along with a lot of wonderful music. I know I'm looking forward to this. And we're going to just take a minute to get set up here, and then we'll be right back with you. While we're getting things set up here on stage, it'll be a great time to get back there and get some pizza if you haven't already. I wasn't kidding. There is a ton of pizza back there, so please don't be shy. Help yourselves and help us to get through that. Okay, coming right up.
We are going to do 4 songs that we don't actually know. Kind of don't know. They're songs we don't actually do. The first one is a song that I've known for 50 years, but have never done. I think it's about time. The next 2 are touching and beautiful songs about dying of freezing to death, just to kind of keep a theme thing going. And then we have the most depressing, happy song you've ever heard.
They are. No, these aren't Christmas songs. These are, oops, okay.
Now, we have invited, you're used to him by now, Brian Murphy.
Yeah.
Brian Murphy is a longtime friend, and he is just the perfect third part. And he never sang these songs before. Didn't learn them until a few minutes before we started. But he's perfect. There's not a problem at all.
Hey, Keith, can I get just a little more guitar?
La la la. This song was written by Pat and Victoria Garvey back in the early 70s. It was recorded by virtually everyone in the world. Everybody recorded this song. But then they kind of stopped. And the problem is that, though I love the song, I didn't like the way anybody recorded it. And I thought that I was the one who was wrong. But as I've gotten older, 50 years older to be specific, I've learned that just because you're different doesn't mean you're wrong. So this is one of my favorite songs ever. It is a song that I sing in my heart when I'm driving in the middle of the night through the mountains in the darkness, and I'm really tired, and there's no radio signal, and I need a soundtrack bad. This is on the soundtrack. This song plays heavily on my soundtrack. And it's a song about gambling. You would think that it's a song in favor of gambling. But, and it is, I guess. But really, it's called The Lovin' of the Game. And it's really about loving a bigger game. It's about loving this amazing life that we're privileged to be able to spend and share. The music we share. It's about all that. So,
you ready?
I'm ready. I'm just talking until you get everything put together.
Brian, you ready?
I can talk a long time if you want.
Okay, here we go.
I saw the feather river glide over shining golden sand, struck a silver ribbon wide. I held $1 million in my hand, but beside her looking for, well, finding's always tame, and there's nothing drives a gambler like the loving of the game. Got pizza in my teeth. All my life I've run around, searching hard from town to town, but I never ever found anything to tie me down. Still I would not trade my time for a solid diamond claim. No, I would not trade a fortune for the loving of the game. So long, darling, don't you cry. I hope that things pan out for you. And all the good times going by. We gotta have ourselves a few. Where I'm going has no end. What I'm seeking has no name. No, the treasure's not the taking. It's the loving of the game. No, the treasure's not the taking. It's the loving of the game.
Who's got a capo near handy?
Got one on my guitar. Hang on now. Now, is Martin Brunkalla here?
Yeah, Marty, want to come up?
Why don't you come up so we want to
we
do
can
this
do this set like we know what the hell we're doing.
Transitional, flawless thing. Martin Brunkalla coming up, going to play fiddle with us here. Of course, that's still Brian Murphy. We just told him, once you get comfortable, just stay here. It's okay. Martin Brunkalla is my former roommate and wood carving partner. He's holding on to his wine glass so no one lose that.
So like Jacquie said, it's odd, and I think it's just very kind of strange, but it is true that some of my favorite songs and melodies are songs about freezing to death.
We have more
I don't know
if you want to hear
just
more.
one of those things. And this is one of them. This is a song I got from James Gordon, who played in a trio called Tamarack for years. And Tamarack wrote like millions of songs all about Canada. So a lot of them were about
Canada.
being cold and freezing to death, right? But this one, I heard them at the Fox Valley Folk Festival do this, and it's just one of those moments, you know. Jacquie and I talk about the goosebump factor. You know, it's like, oh my God, what a great song. We never learned it.
No.
We tried to learn it like last month, and then never didn't happen. So then we learned it today.
Maybe today.
So, yeah. And we had given Brian an assignment, and he came up and God, this sounded really good in the stairwell. So let's see what happens.
Okay.
And then the second song is one of my favorites of all time.
Which will be joined by Martin Brunkalla.
Sure. We're in F on that one.
It goes nice. Do you want to play on that one too?
That sounds lovely.
Yeah. We're not picky. We just like to sing these songs.
But this one's in C, so where's the hell's the C on this?
I don't know.
Give us the C chord.
C.
No, this one's a cappella, so don't you dare be playing on this one.
Oh,
okay?
don't play on this one. That's right. I said just join in, but I lied. Don't do it on this.
Acapella means without Marty, right?
Okay. Let's see, the F. Where the hell's the C on it? It's way up here. That doesn't sound right. There we go. Okay, got it. Okay. No, yeah, I'm in Dad yet for the next song. So I know what I'm doing. I just don't know what I'm doing.
He knows what he's doing. Don't worry.
Cool. There we go. Here we go. This is a lovely song. I'm going to try to do it pretty. Cold is the Arctic Sea. Far are your arms from me. Long will this winter be. Frozen in Frobisher Bay. Frozen in Frobisher Bay. One more whale, our captain cried. One more whale and we'll beat the ice. But the winter star was in the sky. The seas were rough, the winds were high. and cold is the Arctic Sea. Far are your arms from me. Long will this winter be, frozen in Frobisher Bay. Frozen in Frobisher Bay. Deep were the crashing waves that tore our whaler's mast away, and dark are these sunless days, waiting for the ice to break. And cold is the Arctic Sea. Far are your arms from me. Long will this winter be, frozen in Frobisher Bay. Frozen in Frobisher Bay. Strange is the whaler's fate, to be saved from the raging waves, only to waste away, frozen in this lowly grave. And cold is the Arctic Sea. Far are your arms from me. Long will this winter be, frozen in Frobisher Bay. Frozen in Frobisher Bay. Homeward bound one night on the deep, swinging in my hammock I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream and I thought it true, concerning Franklin and his gallant crew. And said they sailed away for the frozen ocean in the month of May, to seek a passage around the pole. For we poor sailors do sometimes go through cruel hardships they vainly strove. The ship on mountains with ice was drove. Only the Eskimo in his skin canoe was the only one that ever came through. In Baffin Bay where the whalefish blows, the fate of Franklin no man may know. The fate of Franklin no tongue can tell. Where Lord Franklin and the sailors do dwell. Take it, Marty. I crossed the main. £1,000 I would freely give
Hello, wonderful. Woo! Marty. Shows you that I know. I thought he was going to play the fiddle, but
Oh, it's so cool listening to Marty. I messed up the words.
I know. He did mess up the words, but that's all right. So did I. We're going to sing one more song. This is well, actually, I have to talk a little bit about Lord Franklin and all that stuff. We get into these strange little quirks in our reading habits. And last year, I think it was, we just got into reading about people who freeze to death. It's an amazing thing. This is like the 1920s, maybe. They really got into this exploration thing. Now, the North Pole, everybody talks about the North Pole. Actually, you do know that the North Pole does not actually exist as a piece of land. It's ice flows. But once they identify the North Pole, it kind of goes over there, and it comes over here. But now the South Pole, everybody did the North first, and Lord Franklin and all these people. That was in 1845. He tried to find the Northwest Passage through all that stuff, and he failed, apparently, because... And it's that the song is actually called Lady Franklin's Lament, and I was really trying to find out who wrote it. And apparently, Lady Franklin wrote the song, and it was written in 1850, and it's one of the purest folk songs you'll ever hear. The song, the words with the words then are still the words now, and many people have done the song, but it's great. But what we got into was we used to go to Ireland every year with a travel group, and we went to this bar. It was called Tom's Creans, wasn't it?
Tom Creans.
Tom Creans, it isn't Tom's. Tom Creans. And there was a beer called Tom Creans beer. Tom Crean was a guy just a guy, But he got into Southern Pole travel and trying to be the first ones to actually get to the South Pole, which is hundreds of miles over ice and things. And they tried at first to take ponies to go across the ice. They just had no good plan on how to do this. And what Tom Crean ended up doing was walking. And they would pull a sledge with all their supplies and pull it over the ice for hundreds of miles. Now, what happened to Tom Crean's boat was something that happened to a lot of things, and probably Lord Franklin's as well, is you get there, you get to a point, and then you couldn't come soon enough because it starts to get too cold. Once it gets too cold, the water all freezes up. Once it freezes up, your boat won't move. And these people, there was 28 of them?
Tom Crean was on Scott's expositions, and he was also on Shackleton's. And he was one of the guys that took the boat to South Georgia Island, and crossed over the island. If you know the story, it's amazing that these guys got rescued. But we should play this song.
You can't believe it. But anyway, they 28 people, their boat got trapped. They got off the boat wisely, because what happened, they watched it. The boat got close, and the ice totally crushed it, totally fell apart. And these guys are there. And Tom Crean and two other people went going off across the ocean to try and get to somewhere. And then they got to the wrong end of the island, went to the other side. But months later, and these people, fortunately there was a lot of seals and stuff. They could eat the things that were there. All 28 of them survived. And these guys, never knowing if anybody was coming, got across over the thing, and there they are. Read about it. It's really pretty.
Yeah, actually, Tom Crean was an Irishman who joined the English Navy. And at the time that he joined and came back to Ireland was like in 1920, which, if you know anything about Irish history, was not a good time to be in the English Navy in Ireland. So he put away all, this guy was a hero. He put away all his memorabilia and talked to almost nobody about it. But there's a little pub in Anniscall, which is near Dingle. Has a little pub called the South Pole Inn, and it's a wonderful little place, and that was his. That's what he did. But there's a book about his life that is fascinating. It's actually by a guy named Michael Smith. You can remember that name.
Yeah. Okay, one more fascinating fact. You go into that little pub, and they've got a little door. And it says, open this door. There's this little door in the wall, and you're like, why would I open this door? It has the sounds of the ship and the ocean and the wailing winds. You open it up and I would accost people in the pub. Go open the door.
Well, so we wanted
Open
to give the ladies an extra song, but I think we just talked through it.
No.
One more song. This is Richard Thompson has just a wonderful sense of humor, and this is maybe the most interesting New Year's song you might run across, and it's we'll teach it to you.
We'll teach it to you when we get to it.
2, 3, go.
A man is like a rusty wheel upon a rusty cart. He sings his song as he rattles along, and then he falls apart. And we sing hallelujah at the turning of the year. And we work all day in the old-fashioned way till the shining star appears.
Okay, that's the chorus.
Guess what your part is? Okay. We sing
You can get it. You can get it. It's only a couple of words,
There you go.
but it comes around a lot. So try it again. Here we go. And we sing hallelujah at the turning of the year.
We work all day.
And we work all day in the old-fashioned way till the shining star appears. One more time. And we sing hallelujah at the turning of the year. And we work all day in the old-fashioned way till the shining star appears. That way I get practice too. A man is like a briar. He covers himself in thorns, and he laughs like a clown when his fortune's down and his clothes are ragged and torn. And we sing hallelujah at the turning of the year. And we sleep all day in the old-fashioned way till the shining star appears.
Excellent. What are we now? A man is like a three-string fiddle hanging upon the wall. He plays when somebody scrapes on the bow, or he can't play at all.
And we sing hallelujah at the turning of the year. And we work all day in the old-fashioned way till the shining star appears. Now I get the really cool verse. This is maybe the happiest verse you'll find in folk music. Here we go. A man is like his father, wishing he'd never been born, and he longs for the time when the clocks will shine, and he's dead forevermore. We need to do that again. And he longs for the time when the clocks will chime, and he's dead forevermore. Yeah. And we sing hallelujah at the turning of the year. And we work all day in the old-fashioned way till the shining star appears.
Now, some All Potatoes are known to do like some really offish songs, but even we thought that was really kind of a terrible way to end the new year. So we wrote another verse, this one pretending to the coming hour soon. It was like this.
Coming around with the guitar.
I got to read the words here. We all wait for the morrow, wishing the day was o'er. And we long for the time when the clocks will shine in 2024.
And we sing hallelujah at the turning of the year. And we work all day in the old-fashioned way till the shining star. And we sing hallelujah at the turning of the year. And we work all day in the old-fashioned way till the shining star appears. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And the ladies get to do another song.
Thanks.
Okay, I hope you've gotten some pizza. I can see from here there is still a ton more, so keep eating, folks. Well, look at the bar up here, our thermometer. We are up to about $1,750. Thank you all so much. Our goal is in sight with $750 to go. And we still have more than 2 hours, so I think we have a good chance of hitting that with your help. In fact, I mentioned this before, but I think Laurel was busy getting the pizza set up. So we're going to get that fancy hat passed around. Is Laurel back out here now? No. Oh, she slipped away again. Well, we'll get that hat going around, and feel free to, if you got a little spare cash on you, it's another way you can help us get to that goal. We're going to have Amy Dixon-Kolar come up and do a couple songs for you next, but first let's just hear it again for Small Potatoes. It was a great set with an assist from Brian Murphy and Marty Brunkalla. Great stuff, guys. Thank you. So now please welcome to the stage Amy Dixon-Kolar. And coming up after Amy, just so you guys know, it's going to be John Benischek and Dean Milano next, and then Norm Siegel. So here's Amy for you.
Hey, you know, Keith, you know me and my sound, so. There we go. I'm pinch hitting tonight. Yeah. This is a song I wrote during COVID for some dear friends of mine, and it's a song about dealing with things and having community to pull you through. Can you turn the guitar down a little bit? There we go. I've turned off, but not for always, so down, but not forever. Just in this moment, bear with me, be with me, hold space with me, I need you now. Just fall back into loving arms, we'll keep you close and lift you up to carry on. Just fall back into loving arms, we'll keep you close and lift you up to carry on. Night so dark, night so cold, shadow creeping over my soul. Soft light shining, dawn is breaking, and there you are, knocking at my door. Just fall back into loving arms, we'll keep you close and lift you up to carry on. Friends, you're a miracle. You take my hands when I get lost. Your presence is a gift to me. Sweet embrace, your arms enfold me. I've turned off, but not for always, so down, but not forever. Just in this moment, bear with me, be with me, hold space with me, I need you now. Just fall back into loving arms, we'll keep you close and lift you up to carry on. Just fall back into loving arms, we'll keep you close and lift you up to carry on. We'll keep you close and lift you up to carry on. Thank you. Thank you. Trying to think of another song to do, and I'm going to do this because Cheryl and Andy did a Christmas song. I feel like I can do one too. And this is a song you know, but I kind of put my own spin on it. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plain, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Shepherds, why this jubilee? Why this joyous strain prolong? What the gladsome tidings be that inspire this heavenly song? Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plain, and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous strain. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria, 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 glory. Thank you.
Okay, one more time for Amy Dixon-Kolar. Thank you. Coming up next is John Benischek with Dean Milano. And after that will be Norm Siegel. And we're doing pretty well on our schedule. Thank you for your patience. We had to make a couple of last-minute adjustments, but we're right back on track now. So please welcome John Benischek and Dean Milano.
All right. What can I get for you? Guitar. Okay, guitar microphone. Right there. Oh, you need a mic? Okay.
I need a mic. Yeah, I got, unlike Bob Dylan, I do everything acoustic by golly, so. All right. Welcome to Amateur Night, everybody. This is New Year's Eve. And Dean and I have, for the last 10 years, we've had a New Year's Eve gig together. And but this year, the venue that we normally play at on New Year's Eve closed. What's with that, huh? I mean, come on. So we had to keep the tradition going, so that's why we're here. And also because I really like the people who run this, and I get it. You know, sometimes as a musician, you don't get a chance to hear other people play, and I'm really appreciating tonight because I get to hear some really fine performers. So, am I stepping on your chord? Yeah. Or is it just long? It's short. Or it's short. Okay. How about this? Does that work better?
I got a lecture.
Oh, that's right.
He's doing two songs I've never heard before.
That's right. That's never stopped Dean in the past, by golly. All right. For those of you who want to sing along, it's the first song is in D, and then it has an A in it, and then a G, which is a chord with one sharp. So it's oh, let me see. I got to make sure my harmonica's in tune. Hang on. There we go. No, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, close enough. Okay, all right. So. Gonna get dressed up, be looking real fine. Gonna listen to a singer singing Old Lang Syne. Gonna freeze our butts while we're waiting in line. And welcome to New Year's Eve. Well, it's New Year's Eve and it's so much fun. I'll smash up the car when the evening's done. I'll make it home just in time to leave. And welcome to New Year's Eve. Everybody, welcome to New Year's Eve. I'll make a resolution like I did before, 'cause booze and cigarettes are making me poor. I'll give them up as soon as I have one more. And welcome to New Year's Eve. Welcome to New Year's Eve. Take it, John. Well, midnight's coming or so I've been told. When the clock strikes 12, I'm gonna be bold. Gonna kiss all the ladies and catch their colds. And welcome to New Year's Eve. Well, it's New Year's Eve and it's so much fun. I'll smash up the car when the evening's done. I'll make it home just in time to leave. And welcome to New Year's Eve. Welcome to New Year's Eve. So throw out the old, bring on the new. Dance every dance and sing some too. And next day you're gonna be black and blue from falling down on New Year's Eve. Well, it's New Year's Eve and it's so much fun. I'll dash up the car when the evening's. I'll make it home just in time to heave. And welcome to New Year's Eve. Welcome to New Year's Eve. Welcome to New Year's. Swallow 22 beers. Welcome to New Year's Eve. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Boy, I do that song a lot. Yeah. Every New Year's Eve. So it's a once a year song, and you got to hear it. I wrote a musical called November 22nd, which premiered last year, and we packed every night. Unbelievably, people actually came out and saw it. And it starred Gary Tuber over there, who as Mafia Guy. He was a great Mafia guy, if you know what I mean, you know. So, I had various roles too, like, all kinds of roles, yes. But anyway, one of the songs I wrote for this musical is the one I'm going to close with. It is, in this scene, John F. Kennedy is talking to his wife. And he says, Jacquie, this country has done a lot of bad things for a very long time. And no one has ever done anything to change that. Well, I'm going to do everything I can to make up for the past. Things are going to change, and here's the reason why. One can make a difference, and everyone should try. And I will try to make this world a better place to be for all the generations coming after me. We're going to do what's good. We're going to do what's right. We're doing what we should to make the future bright. I have never been more certain than the way I feel tonight that things are going to change. Those who have been running things will be running things no more. Like those who make a profit off of misery and war. And though they'll be quite angry as we mention me and cuss, but we must put an end to war, or war will put an end to us. We're going to do what's good. We're going to do what's right. We're doing what we should to make the future bright. I have never been more certain than the way I feel tonight, that things are going to change. The crook's now running free. We'll all soon go to jail. The mob and all their friends will be sentenced without fail. They say it's much too dangerous to take on evil men. But if we don't, who will? And tell me if not now, then when? We're going to do what's good. We're going to do what's right. We're doing what we should to make the future bright. I have never been more certain than the way I feel tonight, that things are going to change. Things are going to change. Things are going to change.
Okay, good stuff. Let's hear it again for John Benischek and Dean Milano. How about that? Coming in on the bass without ever hearing these things before. That was amazing. And that was a good choice. I love that second song, John. I think that's my favorite one from your musical. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in there, but that one especially. Good stuff. So check it out, folks. We have crossed the $2,000 threshold. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. And we're going to keep right on going because we're doing pretty well on our schedule. And this one's, we want to try to kind of, optimize things to get us to midnight with our third feature. So we're going to move right along to our next performer, Mr. Norm Siegel, who we all know well. He's been a long-time member of the community, long-time folk performer in a lot of different venues, played with a lot of big names. Maybe he'll tell you some of those stories. Come on up here, Norm. We'll get you situated. I'm going to get you set up. Let's hear it for Norm Siegel.
Oh, that's so nice. Excuse me while I log in. Life has become so complicated. You get an old man like me, and all this is all brand new. Now this thing doesn't want to work. There we are. Let's see. Well, ain't that nice? Went right to the song. Everybody having a good time here at New Year's Eve? Have enough pizza? Thanks to Napoli for that. Napoli.
Napoli, whoa, whoa, Napoli.
I know a man who is famous in France, but he's not quite well known over here. It's hard to explain what he does there in France, but it certainly keeps him in beer. When he walks down the street they call Champs-Élysées, all the folks treat him like he's Maurice Chevalier. If he goes to a bar, he gets free Cabernet. It pays to be famous in France. famous in France, well then French fries are free. Or snails or Dijon, as you prefer. And French kisses, of course, happen so constantly, soon your tongue can't pronounce ends of word. Yellow subtitles under everything you say. They dress you up in funny ways. A toga, a spear, a gauloise, a beret. What the hey, you're famous in France. Everybody, you know you want to. Beautiful. When you go down to Cannes for the movie preview, and it's Arnold, Sylvester, Jerry Lewis, Camus, Gerard Depardieu, Roger Ebert, Bridget Bardot, and you, then you know it's a cure that you're famous in France. When my friend's life is over, they'll play Marseille and have Eartha Kitt come and sing C'est si bon. Inspector Clouseau will trip into the grave. There'll be puppets with Leslie Caron. Catherine Deneuve and Eric Satie will be shot by Claudine Longet accidentally. They'll say, cherchez la femme, au revoir, cher oui. Ah, Tragique, they'll sing. Dominique, they'll sing. C'est la vie, mon ami. Who was he? Don't ask me. For you see, he was famous in France. A lady. You see, he was famous in France. Michael Peter Smith. God, what a talent he was. You guys sounded so good before. Maybe you get to sing one with me. Maybe I can get you to sing one with me. All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak rolls around. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. Seasons turning round again, the years go flowing by. You got that? A lot of words, it's easy. All my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon rose through the nighttime, till the daytime rolls around. All my life's a circle, but I can't let that. I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, the years go spinning by. Seems like I've been here before, but I can't remember when. I have got this funny feeling that we'll get round again. There's no straight lines that make up my life. All my curves have curved. All my curves have what? I hate old age, I'm telling you. There's no clear thought belonging, beginnings, and no dead. Oh, good Lord. Here, try this again. Sing all my life's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon goes through the nighttime till the daytime rolls around. All my life's a circle, I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning round again, the years keep rolling by. I learned a line in a song. It goes, time is a wheel that's constantly pushing us on, and that it is. It's so good to play for you folks and spend some time with you. I know many of you, and you know me, and just have a good time tonight. 'Cause all my world's a circle, sunrise and sundown. Moon rolls through the nighttime till the daybreak comes around. All my life's a circle, but I can't tell you why. Seasons spinning around again, the years go rolling by. Seasons spinning round again, the years go rolling by. And thank you all so much. Now I can't get this out. I'm glad you got that there. That's really what I would say is great boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yes, indeed. All right, thank you. Let's hear it again for Norm Siegel. Okay, we're going to need a minute to set up here, but we got something special for you coming up next. We've got a group made up of Kate Moretti, Laurel Palma, Amy Dixon-Kolar, and Mary Furlong, who, get this, they're going by the name Miss Cellaneous. You love it? Yes, yes. So we're just going to get the keyboard hooked up here. We'll need just a minute, and then we'll have them play a couple songs for you. Next up is going to be Cheryl Obertubbesing. And then just have a couple more announcements for you, followed by our second feature, Donna Herula with her husband, Tony Nardiello. Yes, and so that'll be after the announcements. So give us just a moment here, and you'll have Miss Cellaneous for you.
Ms.
You know, I mean, we just want to say how cool it is to be part of this community. I mean, right? It's such wonderful people. Give yourself a hand. I mean, seriously, such good people. It's so sweet. And I also want to mention, we've been going through names. Ms. Cellaneous may not be the final name for our group. We can't decide. We just, for a while, we couldn't get together because somebody there was COVID and RSV and stomach flu, and somebody was so we thought about calling the group "One of Us is Sick," but which could be which could mean any number of things. But we can't. We haven't quite decided yet. But I do want to mention how excited we are to have Mary Furlong here. This is her first appearance at Stage Left. Mary is, however, a veteran. She played with the Freeway Rangers with Don Sternberg for many years. She also played with the trio O'Hara, Laffey, and Furlong. And just serendipity that we happened to hook up and this group came together. Maybe that's a new name, serendipity. I don't know. All right. So, are we good?
I don't know.
I think we're good.
I don't think my mic, is my mic on?
Yeah, your mic is on.
Okay.
Your mic is absolutely on, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I just wanted to do my naughty version of this song
No,
that they won't
don't.
let me.
No. No.
Okay, I won't.
If you'd like to, Mary will meet you in the back, and she will do her naughty version, but we asked her to please not do that tonight.
Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
I'm not sure I am, but here we go. Oops. I feel so bad, I got a worried mind. I'm so lonesome all the time. Since I left my baby behind on Blue Bayou, saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through woolly thighs, how happy I'd be. Sorry. Gonna see my baby again, gonna be with some of my friends, maybe I'll feel better again on Blue Bayou. Saving nickels, saving dimes, working till the sun don't shine, looking forward to happier times on Blue Bayou. I'm going back someday, come what may, to Blue Bayou, where the folks are fine and the world is mine on Blue Bayou, where those fishing boats with their sails afloat, if I could only see that familiar sunrise through sleepy eyes, how happy I'd be. Have that boy of mine by my side, the silver moon and the evening tide. Oh, some sweet day gonna take away this hurting inside. Well, I'll never be blue, my dreams come true on Blue Bayou. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong on a boat out at sea. Sail away, flowers. You belong somewhere you feel free. Sail away, go find a lover. Sail away somewhere bright and new. I have seen no other that compares with you. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong on a boat out at sea. You belong with your love on your arm. You belong somewhere you feel free. Run away, go find a lover. Run away, let your heart be your guide. You deserve the deepest of cover. You belong in that home by and by. You belong among the wildflowers. You belong somewhere close to me, far away from your trouble and worry. You belong somewhere you feel free. Among the wildflowers, you belong somewhere close to me, far away from your trouble and worry. You belong somewhere you feel free. You belong somewhere you feel free. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay. Sorry. There you go. 1, 2, downstairs.
Okay, one more time for Ms. Cellaneous. Yes. Okay, we are now running just a little bit behind schedule, so I'm just going to move right on into our next performer. Please welcome the president of the Woodstock Folk Festival, Cheryl Obertubbesing.
Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you to everyone at Off Square Music. Thank you to everyone at the Opera House, especially Jessica, who's with us tonight. Please be sure to give her a generous tip tonight. This is a holiday, and it's very special that she's here with us, too. And thank everyone who's performing and listening tonight. This is a time of year when we celebrate the old and we also welcome the new. So I have a brand new poem for you that I wrote specifically for tonight. And then I also have a poem that I've read before that I hope is a tradition here at the Off Square New Year's Eve party. The first poem is called Time Travel. A poem for New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is a time of reflection, looking back and looking forward. As we gather tonight, let us draw from the words of writers and philosophers and create our own path to the future. The azure blue sea encircles volcanic isles, Blue and white houses connect sea and sky. This is the land where ancient philosophers dwelt. Socrates said, "Wisdom begins in wonder." The great stone wall winds through the mountains. Limestone karsts rise above the Serpentine River. This is the land where yin and yang rise and fall. Confucius said, "Music is the harmonizer of heaven and earth." The river travels through the accordion-filled streets. The grand cathedral towers over the song-filled boats. This is the land of liberty, equality, fraternity. Jean-Jacques Rousseau said, "The world of reality has its limits. The world of imagination is boundless." The giant clock tolls over the tidal river. Cottages and gardens hide behind stone walls. This is the land of Shakespeare and the Beatles. Bertrand Russell said, "The good life is one inspired by love and guarded by knowledge." The white marble mausoleum draws visitors from near and far. The iconic river flows through mountains and plains. This is the land where tradition and modernity coexist. Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." The hills and wetlands meander through the towns. Farms and colleges share the roads. This is the land where nature and culture mingle. Emily Dickinson said, "Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul." Skyscrapers sprout on this flat island. Cultures mingle and flourish between rivers and the sea. This is the land of writers, actors, artists, and dancers. Martha Graham said, "You are unique, and if that is not fulfilled, then something has been lost." The poet travels from America to Italy to Ghana. Her characters draw from reality, but are not limited by it. This is the land within our hearts and souls. Maya Angelou said, "A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song." So tonight, we sing our songs. They take us to places that are at once old and new. This is the night when past, present, and future merge. A voice says, "At dawn, be amazed. Begin anew. Follow your dreams." Thank you. And this next poem is largely about the people in our lives, and I wanted to mention a couple people tonight in our Northern Illinois music community who passed away this year. One has already been mentioned, Mike Maxa, who was an important part of this community as a performer and a host. And another was Blair Hull, and I know that some people like Amy were close friends with her. And I think it's important that on this night we remember those people whom we have lost this year or in the past, but also remember the people like Linda and the friends, Linda who is Mike's wife, and those who are friends and relatives of these people who have passed, and for whom there is probably a gaping hole in their lives this year, and maybe many years, and especially those who lost somebody around the holidays. It's an especially difficult time to lose people. But it's also a joyous time to be grateful for the people that we are with tonight. And so this poem is a prayer and a toast, and it's to all of you. Between a prayer and a toast. On this dark December night, when winter has taken its chilly grip and we feel depleted by all we have endured, let us remember it is a night of transition. We have made it through the darkest night and the shortest day. It's now time to grow into the light. For us in the north, Orion signals winter, but in the south it bespeaks summer. This mighty celestial hunter inspires strength. Follow his belt to Sirius, the dog star, the brightest star in our sky. Let that light guide you to a better place. Like the caterpillar that becomes the butterfly, we too will experience metamorphosis. Listen for the blackbird that sings even in the dead of night. Like the nightingale, practice new songs in winter so you can enchant in spring. The strolling sun will rise tomorrow, a messenger of new beginnings. Take its warmth, take its light. Give life to others as the sun gives life to you. Wonder in the miracle of a new day and year. Join the dawn chorus in song and prayer. Here's to the music makers who heal our souls. Here's to the friends who warm our hearts. Here's to the workers who keep us alive. Here's to the wise who teach us. Here's to the lost ones who nurtured us. Here's to the illuminators who show us the way. May you forge a new way and rejoice in the road not yet traveled. May the love you give be like a boomerang. May strife and grief yield to peace and joy. May despair give way to hope. May we encircle all we meet with warmth and light. May Auld Lang Syne fade to the blue Danube waltz. And may we rejoice in our circle of friends and music, so tomorrow we can waltz each other into the new year. Thank you, and I wish you a very happy new year. Please support Off Square Music. Please come back to all the many wonderful music and arts activities here with Off Square, the Woodstock Folk Festival, the Woodstock Opera House, all the many things that happen in our community. Thank you.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you, Carol. Coming up in just a couple minutes, we're going to have our second featured performers, Donna Herula and her husband, Tony Nardiello. I just have a couple things to share before that, and please forgive me, I'm going to talk very quickly because I want to try to get us back on schedule. I just want you to know what we've been up to. In 2023, we hosted 12 of our monthly open mics here at Stage Left. Each one had a featured performer. We hosted 11 of our all-original open mics, which, as I mentioned earlier, is a mixture of poetry and original music. We hosted 52 of our every Saturday virtual open mics, which I mentioned earlier. We started way back May 23rd of 2020, so we just had number 190 yesterday. Haven't missed a single week, and those are a lot of fun. I also want to thank all those people who have been a regular part of those virtual open mics. They've been some very generous supporters since we really started those things. And I have to give a special shout out to Mike Reed, who's really been very generously donating every month throughout the year. So he couldn't be here tonight because of night driving, but thank you, Mike, and thank you to everyone else who's been supporting us through those. We hosted Music at the Market, which Keith did a whole lot of work on, 2 days a week, weather permitting, from May through September, and then continuing Saturdays through October. In May, we brought you a concert featuring Wildered here at Stage Left, with St. Lou opening for them. And in July, we brought you Jamie O'Reilly's In Old Chicago here at Stage Left, featuring music and stories of her family's historic roots here in Old Chicago. We brought you the Sundays on the Square series with 9 concert performances out there on the Square. We had a lot of fun, a lot of great time, and the weather worked with us. We didn't have to cancel one of those. And, of course, we brought you tonight's New Year's Eve party, which has been a lot of fun. I thank you all for being part of this. And we've got a lot of great stuff planned for 2024, so your donations are going to make that possible. We have crossed $2,100. Thank you so much. We're getting there. We've got 400 to go, and we've got about an hour and a half to get there. I think we can do it. And now, without further ado, please welcome to the stage Donna Herula and her husband, Tony Nardiello.
Well, Happy New Year in advance. Early, happy to be here. and we're going to do a few tunes for you. We're going to start off with a song by Blind Willie Jonsson, and he was a church man, and he was a really great slide guitar player. And I don't know if you heard of the Voyage probe in the 70s, but they took the best of the music from Earth, and they put these songs on this golden record that they launched into space. And Beethoven and Mozart and Blind Willie Jonsson was on the record. So, yeah, that's right. So we're going to do a song called Soul of a Man. And, he talks about in the song, the lawyers and the doctors say that when you pass, that's it, but he believes there's more. So.
Okay, go ahead. She's actually much better than me.
I traveled to different countries, traveled to foreign lands, found nobody could tell me just what is the soul of a man. I want somebody to tell me, answer if you can. Want somebody to tell me just what is the soul of a man. I saw a crowd standing talking, came up just in time to see a judge, doctor, and lawyer say a man is nothing but his mind. Oh, want somebody to tell me, answer if you can. Want somebody to tell me just what is the soul of a man. Try to read it right, far as I can understand. A man is more than his mind. Oh, want somebody to tell me, answer if you can. Want somebody to tell me just what is the soul of a man. Doctors and lawyers how to raise a man from the grave. Want somebody to tell me, answer if you can. Want somebody to tell me just what is the soul of a man.
Can you guys hear my guitar at all? Is that it? The level's really low. Okay, I got it cranked up the size. Oh, don't worry about it.
We were just listening to Small Potatoes, and I think Jacquie and Rich were talking about these winter death songs and stuff like that. So it got me to thinking.
We got our own winter death songs.
We have our own. So Tony and I went up to Madison, Wisconsin in February a few years back. And, you know, it was a really sunny day. There was like 3 feet of snow on the ground. And I don't know. It was a beautiful day. It was like 12 noon. But you were driving along I-90 and then kind of turned the wheel a little bit. And then all of a sudden, we're like sliding backwards down a ditch. And we kept on going, and I just saw my life flashing in front of me. I'm thinking, when are we going to hit a tree? When are we going to, like, what's going to happen? Like, we couldn't see what was coming, you know, so we didn't know what to expect.
We were facing the opposite direction.
Right. So finally,
we turned completely around and we're going
we
back.
came to a stop. And I'm thinking to myself, I can't believe that we're alive, you know. So I was inspired to write this next song, and I brought it to Tony, and I said, hey, what do you think about this? And he says, I hate it. I'm like, what? So I like went back and I rewrote it and stuff, and then he still hated it. And I'm like, why do you hate it? And he says, no good blues song ends, you know, where you're happy to be alive. So I made it an instrumental, and sorry, Tony, I guess he doesn't have his little shaker with him.
Anybody have a shaker? Came to the right place.
All right. So it's called Black Ice. All right, that's fine. Thank you.
Didn't give it that winter feel.
That's right.
You're also going to Jingle Bells, right?
So that was off the latest album, and there's another song that we featured Tony singing on the last album. So I'm hoping we can do that tonight. We haven't played out in a while actually.
Since before COVID, she replaced me with a professional band.
Once I get to Lafayette, I won't mind one little bit. Once I get to Lafayette, I won't mind one little bit. And once I get to Baton Rouge, I won't cry a tear for you. Once I get to Baton Rouge, I won't cry a tear for you. All the way to Jackson, I don't think I'll miss you much. All the way to Jackson, I don't think I'll miss you much. Once I get to Vicksburg, I won't even feel the urge. Once I get to Vicksburg, I won't even feel an urge. All the way to Jackson, I don't think I'll miss you much. All the way to Jackson, I don't think I'll miss you much.
Thank you so much. I think we have time for like one more.
Let's do one. Can we do one more?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, we got to go ahead. Let's make it count. What are we gonna do?
How about Sister Rosetta start?
You're okay.
Unless
That's.
you want to come back home.
You know, let's do one of your sing-alongs.
Yeah.
It's a waste of good vocal talent out there.
I guess so. You want to do I Got No Way Home?
Yeah.
All right. I guess we're going to change the plans. We're going to do
Got No Way Home.
we're going to do a sing-along. So this is a song that I wrote for my album.
It's a little easier than Norm's. I think you just have to say No Way Home.
Oh. Do you guys think you can help us out with that?
Of course they can.
I don't hear you. Let's sing that one more time. Do you think you can help me out with this next tune? Okay, I like that better. Huh? B flat. Can you help me out, sister? I'm in a bind. I had a real good time drinking whiskey and wine. We started at 8. We danced till 1, me and my baby having so much fun, but I got no way home.
No way home.
I got no way home.
No way home.
I got no way home, and my baby left me here alone. Was it something I did? Was it something I said that made my baby lose his head? I wanted to stay. He wanted to go. I saw my baby took off down the road. I got no way home.
No way home.
No way home.
Got no way home.
I got no way home, and my baby left me here alone. Did I hear you? another man, one that won't leave me in a jam. But I love my baby, yes I do. Without that man, you know, I'll be blue. Can you help me out, sister? I'm in a bind. I drank too much whiskey and too much wine. So pull up a chair, let's sing a song. Another round of drinks, stay all night long. I got no way home. Got no way home. I got no way home. Got no way home. I got no way home. And my baby left me here alone. One more time. I got no way home. Got no way home. I got no way home. No way home. I got no way home. No way home. I got no way home. I got no way home, and my baby left me here alone. Thank you so much, Donna, Herula, my husband Tony, Nardiello. It's been a pleasure being part of this community as well. I really appreciate all your support here.
I didn't know you sang that much.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Yes. Yes, Donna Herula has been one of my favorites for quite a while. Thank you so much.
By the way, we are running pretty tight on time, so if everyone can tighten up.
Yeah, if you could, we've got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 more performers before our third feature, Ashley and Simpson. So, you know, if those 5, if you can shave even a minute off your performance, that will get us probably back on track. So we appreciate doing whatever you can. Please welcome to the stage Curt Voel-Pel.
Hello, good evening. This is for my wife. I was alright for a while. I could smile for a while. But when I saw you last night, you held my hand so tight. When you stopped to say hello, I know you wish me well. You couldn't tell that I'd been crying over you, crying over you. Then you said so long, left me standing all alone, alone and crying, 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 crying. It's hard to understand that the touch of your hand can start me crying. I thought that I was over you, but it's true, so true. I love you even more than I did before. But darling, what can I do? 'Cause you don't love me, and I'll always be crying over you, crying over you. Yes, and now you're gone, and from this moment on, I'll be crying
Got a little ahead of myself on the chord progression, but hey. Oh, we got a fun election year coming up, so this one seems kind of appropriate. If you know the words, sing along. That's great, it starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes and airplanes. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. I have a hurricane, listen to yourself, churn, world says its own knees, W Sivioni, beat enough and knocks me, front, no strength, the lattice, it's a glider with a fear, fight down high, wire in the fire, representing 7 games in a government for hire in a combat site, left to west, coming in a hurry with the fears breathing down your neck. Team up, 45, let's run to the crowd and look at that low plan, fine then, overflow, population, copy food, it'll do, save yourself, world says its own knees, listen to your heartbeat, dummy with the rapture in the reverend and the right. Right, you vitriolic, patriotic, slam, fight, bright light, feeling. Psych, it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. 6 o'clock TV hour, double con, foreign tower, slash and burn, return, listen to yourself, turn, rocket in, funding, book, burning, blood, lighting, every mode of escalate, hard mode, incinerate, light a candle, light a focus, step down, watch your heel, crush, this means no fear, cavalier, renegade, sneer, clear, turn them into lies, alpha B solutions, alpha B alternatives, and I decline. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. The other night I just announced Continental, drip the Biden mountain, sitting in a line, Leonard Bernstein, eating that bread and never Lenny Bruce, Lester Banks, birthday party, cheesecake, jelly bean, booby, symbiotic, patriotic, slam book, knack, right. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. It's time I had some time alone. It's time I had some time alone. It's time I had some time alone. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody.
All right. Boy, I told you guys we had a fantastic lineup tonight. That was amazing. Thank you, Curt. Let's hear it again. Curt Voel-Pel. And more to come. Coming up now is Les Urban. He's going to do a couple songs for you. Coming up after Les will be Jim Gary, followed by Tricia Alexander. And we got more after that. So please welcome to the stage, Les Urban.
All right. It's political season. It's political season again. Some time for a little political satire. I wrote this song in February of 2017, right after a certain inauguration. You remember the one that was the greatest crowd in the history of the universe? That one, yeah. I was a little bit disgusted as that. The subject of this song was quite scandalous at the time, but it's kind of become part of our culture. It's called fake news. And there's a part in the chorus of this song that I sing fake news, and if you would like to, shout back fake news to me. You don't have to sing it in tune, you don't have to sing it in harmony, just shout it on back. And kind of goes like this. Let's see what we got here. I'm a natural disbeliever, and I've heard all kinds of jive. I'm tired of hearing black is white and 2 and 2 is 5. I see the internet still burning up with the same old pack of lies, conspiracies and promises of pie up in the sky. Fake news, like the kind the trolls and wingnuts always use to incite the unenlightened and ignite their angry friends, so the truth need never trouble them again. Malicious innuendo, disinformation too. Gossip rules the rumor mill, and not a word is true. Used to be a fringe of lunatics with stories seldom told, but social media picked it up and turned it into gold. Here you go. Fake news has got us singing those prevarication blues. If you're hooked up to your Twitter feed with all your Facebook friends, you might not ever have to tell the truth again. We've got bloviators blogging out their bogus InfoWars, and the phony facts are flying like they never have before. In some alternative reality where reason never rhymes, and the National Enquirer is the brand new New York Times. Fake news, just the kind inquiring minds will always choose. The information superhighway took a detour around the bend. Now the truth may never be the same again. This stuff's been piling up around us, higher and deeper for so long, that it feels like normal even though we've always proved it wrong. But if you think we've saved democracy, you better hold the phone while the House of Representatives investigates its own. Fake news. No matter how you slice it up, you're gonna lose. It's a horse race to the bottom that the devil's bound to win, and now the truth may never be the truth again. We might not ever even see the truth again, 'cause this barrage of bovine bullion has become a mighty wind. And the truth need never trouble good old-fashioned folks again. No, the truth need never trouble anyone ever again. Thank you. Well, fake news 7 years ago has led to other little 21st century annoyances. This is a brand new song that I just finished, and it's the first time out of the box. And it's one of the apparent results of the fake news phenomenon. It's called Culture War. Oh, ha ha ha. Hold on. Ugh. Tonight I dreamed I saw Republicans and Democrats all shaking hands, talking about their future plans for a new and brighter day. To run the country gracefully with freedom and equality, but I woke up to reality. You knew this was coming when I heard somebody say, culture war, check your manners at the door and start slinging mud across the floor as the battle rages on. Culture war, thrills galore, hear the politicians roar as they sing, rob the store to get some more before the fun's all gone. This phenomenon's been going down since humanoids first hit the ground. Seems we're always trouble-bound when it comes to getting along. We'll ignite a conflagration with the sake of recreation and react with righteous indignation. That's what turns us on. It's culture war, check your manners at the door and start slinging mud across the floor as the battle rages on. Culture war, thrills galore, hear the politicians roar as they rob the store to get some more before the fun's all gone. Well, the good book always said that we should treat each other decently, live in peaceful harmony with a place to call our own. But it never said thou shalt not teach some holier than thou belief, or tell us thou shalt leave thy neighbor's preferences alone. And so it's war, culture war, check your manners at the door and start slinging mud across the floor as the battle rages on. Culture war, thrills galore, hear the politicians roar as they rob the store to get some more before the fun's all gone. Now they're holding out for even more before the fun's all gone. Precious memories, how they linger when propaganda fills our soul. Jesus loves me, this I know, for my cell phone tells me so. And now they're marching off to join that culture war. Thank you.
All right. Les Urban, everyone. Great job, Les. Thank you. Okay, we're getting into the final sets here. Coming up next is Jim Gary. And after that, we're going to have Tricia Alexander, then Pete and Cheryl, and then our third feature to bring us into the new year, Ashley and Simpson. Please welcome to the stage, Jim Gary.
Thank you. Oh, I've got laryngitis. Can you fix my laryngitis? Check. Oh, there we go. So Donna did that song about drinking too much wine, and Kate was over here going, "What's that? What do you mean too much wine?" Okay, this is a true story. Most of this song is true. Different women and different verses. I stole the bridge from Louise Penny, if you know that mystery writer. And the third verse I don't even want to talk about, because I hate when my own song turns on me. She spoke of a man in his 80s, down where she worked at the home. He still had an eye for the ladies, and rarely spent a night on his own. Then she was thinking of her own future dotage. Would there be a man there so enamored? But when she got the chance to dance today, she just stepped aside, clamored, "Well, I've got my cat, my books and some wine. I've got the moon above. Why should I be bothered with love? So woman ruled by her routine. Every day, every week was the same. Workouts and hiking, Spanish and yoga. Wordle was the name of the game. But once out of FOMO, she swiped right, just to see what the haps. He craned his neck to give her a peck, and this rigid woman just snapped. I've got my meetups, classes, and church. I've got the moon above. Why should I be bothered with love? And the old poet quips, who hurt you once so far beyond repair, that you would meet each overture with curling lip, icy stare. There's a man confounded, dumbfounded by his lack of success, to strike a match and light up the path out of his own darkness. There's rarely ever really a reason, just a word to the wise. Stop second guessing and count your blessings, they may be in disguise. Yeah, you've got your songs, guitar and a muse in the moon above. Why should you be bothered with love? Why am I so bothered by love? Or the lack thereof? Thank you. Thanks a lot. Although I came here under false pretenses. I thought we were supposed to be doing waltzes tonight. You know, because it is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 3, right? So, anyway, but my songs tend to be lyric-driven. But every once in a while, you run into somebody that doesn't care what the words are. They want to dance. So I tried this. I wrote this for a girl like that. Words won't move her heart. You've got to move her feet. Words won't move her heart. She wants to feel that beat. Wax poetic in her ear till the world runs out of rhyme. Won't get your foot in the door to her heart unless you're kicking it in 4/4 time. 'Cause words won't move her heart. You've got to move her feet. Words won't move her heart. She wants to feel that beat. You can sing her songs of love until the sun goes down. Won't punch your ticket to a paradise unless you're taking her to Footloose Town. 'Cause words won't move her heart. You've got to move her feet. Words won't move her heart. She wants to feel that beat. If it ain't grooving, she ain't moving into your atmosphere. You could be crooning over the moon, but still she won't stop to lend you her ear. Words won't move her heart. You've got to move her feet. Words won't move her heart. She wants to feel that beat. Words won't move her heart. You've got to move her feet. Yeah, well, I'll give it about a 3. You know, you really can't dance to it. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Appreciate it. Songs are for sale.
Nice job once again for Jim Gary. Let's hear it. Thank you. Folks, we are right there. We are at about $2,450. We're so close. And we still have 40 minutes to get there. I know we're going to make it. And, you know, as we get towards... as we get towards the end. Oh, yeah, I just heard let's pass the hat around again, so we'll do that. So we're going to bring up Tricia Alexander next. It's so nice. We're getting towards the new year here now, and, it's been a rough year, let's face it. So we need a little bit of positive inspiration here, and Tricia, you can always count on her for that. One of my favorites. I know she is going to have some wonderful stuff for us.
And I can't get at it.
So, and I believe she is going to be accompanied tonight by Rich Prezioso. Yes. So this is going to be a real treat. Give us just a moment to get him set up. Next up is going to be Pete and Cheryl, and then our third feature, Ashley and Simpson, will bring us into the new year. We're going to get some champagne going in just a little while here, so we'll make sure everybody has some of that. We also have non-alcoholic champagne, thanks to Tricia Alexander for that. So we'll make sure everybody has some of that in hand. Who wants some before midnight? Hope everyone's drinking responsibly. If anybody feels uncertain about driving home, just stop by, see me. We'll get you an Uber or a Lyft. I want to make sure everybody's safe. And it's been a lot of fun. We got a little more here for you. We're just about ready to go. And again, just thank you all so much for your support. And by the way, since we are sharing this recording, any of you watching online, nothing stopping you from donating too. Even if we hit our target here, I promise you, if we exceed that target, we're going to put it to good use. So if you're watching us online, please consider hitting offsquaremusic.org and making a donation there to help us keep these great events going. And I think we're
Jeremy.
Thank you,
Jeremy. Thank you, Jeremy.
Tricia Alexander and Rich Prezioso.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do a little vocal, so I'm going to do the repeats, right?
Is that okay?
A little more Tricia's guitar down here would be great. A little less of mine.
Is that okay?
very strange, enchanted boy. They say he traveled very far over land and sea. A little shy, but glad of eye, and very wise was he. And then one day, one magic day, he passed my way. And while we spoke of many things, fools and kings, this he said to me: the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return.
to play, to seek, to find, to ever hold in mind love's face, to renew, reframe, to redefine, to serve as love with ease and grace, to release the fragrance of this inner knowing, to release desire and expectation, to live fully without guilt or blame, to be the light without question, without hesitation, to willingly play this cosmic game, to release the fragrance of this inner knowing, to become more authentic, more divine, slowly, gently forward growing like the reed, empty and hollowed with time, until I can so clearly resonate love's sweet song and then blissfully intoxicate those who choose to sing along. A song I learned from Chico Schwal. I rearranged it slightly, so now it's a call and response. You'll know your part. Messages on my machine, notes taped to the door. I was out telling stories last night with folks I'd never met before, and it was good for my soul.
Good for my soul.
Yes, it was good for my soul.
Good for my soul.
It wasn't taking care of business, but it was good for my soul. You got it. Good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Yes, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Oh, it was good for my soul.
Good for my soul.
Yes, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
It wasn't taking care of business, but it was good for my soul. Well, it's been a long time, baby, since I sat and talked with you. You said some things last night, changed my point of view. It was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Yes, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
It wasn't easy to listen to, but it was good for my soul. But it was good for my soul. Now, this world is filled with triviality. It's filled with violence. So I called in well to work last week. Spent the day in silence. Good for my soul.
Good for my soul.
Yes, it was good for my soul.
Good for my soul.
I turned off all the static, and it was good for my soul. Yes, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Oh, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Yes, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Oh, it was good for my soul.
Good for my soul.
Yes, I turned off all the static, and it was good for my soul. You want one more?
Okay, that's the time.
One more chorus. Good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Yes, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Oh, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
Yes, it was good for my soul.
It was good for my soul.
It turned off all the static, and it was good for my soul. And I really needed it, I'll tell you. Thank you, Rick Prezioso. Thank you.
Yeah, I told you she was going to leave us feeling good, huh? Oh, yeah. Let's hear it again for Tricia Alexander and Rick Prezioso. I'll tell you, this whole night has been good for my soul. I don't know about you. We're into our last half hour before 2024 here, and guess what, folks? We made it. Thank you so much. We have hit $2,568. Thank you so much to everyone who's donated so generously. We're going to put it to good use. Got a lot coming up this year, but right now we've got Pete Jonsson and Cheryl Niemo coming to the stage to do a set for you, and then I'll have our final featured performers, Ashley and Simpson, bringing us into the new year. We're going to get some champagne going. We've got regular and non-alcoholic, so make sure you get the right one, and we'll get that and make sure everyone has some of that before we hit midnight. So we'll get set up here, and then we'll have Pete Jonsson and Cheryl Niemo.
I'll be on the end.
One day a mother went to a prison to see an erring but precious son. She told the warden how much she loved him. It did not matter what he had done. She did not bring to him a parole or pardon. Please, she brought no silver, no gold, no pomp nor style. To see it was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. Her boy had wandered far from the fireside, though she had pleaded with him each night. Though not a word did she ever utter that told of sadness, her smile was bright. She did not bring to him a parole or pardon. Please, she brought no silver, no gold, no pomp nor style. To see it was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. to smile. You can remember she's gone to heaven from heartaches free. Those walls around you could never change her. You were her baby, and there will be. She did not bring to him a parole or pardon. She brought no gold,
no pomp nor style.
long to see it was a halo sent down from heaven, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile, the sweetest gift, a mother's smile. Thank you.
Cheryl Niemo.
Look, you guys, these guys are like the cheesy topping. Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. I wish it was New Year's Eve again tomorrow. What are we doing? Oh yes, we have a couple times. Grandpa? Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, when the lines between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. And Grandpa, take me back to yesterday, when the lines between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Do lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other, come what may? Was the promise really something people kept, not just something they would say and then forget? Do families really bow their heads to pray, and daddies really never go away? Whoa, whoa, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. And Grandpa, let's wander back into the past. That's not right. I'm gonna do that wordly. And Grandpa, everything is changing fast. We call it progress, but I just don't know. And Grandpa, let's wander back into the past and paint me the picture of long ago. Do lovers really fall in love to stay, stand beside each other, come what may? Was the promise really something people kept, not just something they would say and then forget? Do families really bow their heads to pray?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheryl, Niemo. And boys.
All right. I didn't realize there was going to be a big group here. So let's hear it for Cheryl Niemo, Pete Jonsson, Andy Andrick, and Marty Brunkalla. Nice treat. You can always see Cheryl with her full band, Cheryl and the Down Home Boys, the last Thursday of each month at Duke's Ale House in Crystal Lake. Always a good time. And now we're ready to move on to our final feature performer of the evening to carry us into New Year's. Ashley and Simpson, while they're getting set up, I just want to take a moment to thank you all, as always, for being such a wonderful audience, making this such a successful fundraiser for us. We hit our goal thanks to you, and we had a lot of fun doing it. Thank you so much. We're definitely going to be doing this again. It's been a lot of fun, and thank you for having me as your host. It's been a great time. Thank you.
So just a word about what's going to happen. We're going to have performers up here, and then they're going to count down to midnight. We'll be passing out champagne, and right at midnight, Joel will let us know, and then you each should have a champagne, and we'll toast each other.
Yes. Thank you for having us, and
Yeah, we're excited to be here. Woo-hoo.
yeah, exactly.
All right, so
I knew it was a carnival trick. We're just gonna get started, aren't we?
yeah, we are. We're gonna try.
All right. Well, we're counting our blessings being here. So, oh, you need that, don't you? Are you good now? Okay.
When I'm worried and I can't sleep, I count my blessings instead of sheep, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. When my bankroll is getting small, I think of when I had none at all, and I fall asleep counting my blessings. I think about a nursery and I picture curly heads, and one by one I count them as they slumber in their beds. If you're worried and you can't sleep, just count your blessings instead of sheep, and you'll fall asleep counting your blessings.
That's Jennifer Ashley. We can't help but do this one. It's so fun. So, if I get my capo right.
Joel's New Year resolution is to be more groovy.
Yeah.
So that's why we're doing this.
Slow down, you're moving too fast. You gotta make the morning last. Just kicking down the cobblestones, looking for fun and feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. Hello lamppost, what you knowin'? I've come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? But do-do-do-do-do, feeling groovy. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, feeling groovy. I got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dappled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, all is groovy.
We lost this year, so we thought this would be a good song to do at the end of the year for him, for Mr. Gordon Lightfoot. So here's a song for Winter's Night.
Ready?
Yes. Oops. Or you have to.
Ready?
Yeah. You actually start.
The lamp is burning low upon my tabletop. The snow is softly falling. The air is still within the silence of my room. I hear your voice softly calling. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold hands I love upon this winter's night with you.
Yeah, give me some shingles. Yeah.
The smoke is rising in the shadows overhead.
That's it.
My glass is almost empty. I read again between the lines upon each page the words of love you sent me. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold hands I love upon this winter's night with you.
Which part?
The fire is dying now, my lamp is growing dim. The shades of night are lifting. The morning light steals across my window pane, where webs of snow are drifting. If I could only have you near to breathe a sigh or two, I would be happy just to hold hands I love upon this winter's night with you, and to be once again with you.
She's got to get her countdown clock. This is like TV land here. I know. I'm used to them like on the floor right here, right? Counting down. Oh, is that what we're doing? All right. So yeah, we got one more quick one before the countdown, the big countdown. Do you have your clock up or no?
We have 4 minutes left.
Oh,
4
sweet.
minutes until the new year.
4 minutes. Brace yourselves. Get your champagne handy for you. Make your last,
Make your last donations.
last donations, and also your last, deals with forgiveness for last year and all your hopes for
And
next
thanks
year.
for having us.
Maybe it's much too early in the game. But I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock that night, welcoming in the new year. New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy. crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose. Out of the 1,000 invitations you'll receive, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose. Out of the 1,000 invitations you'll receive, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot question in advance. What are you doing New Year's? New Year's Eve.
All right. Okay, everybody, we have less than a minute. We're at 53 seconds, so we need everybody to make sure that they have their champagne ready so that we can make a toast.
And I should have paid attention to rehearsal, but I think he told us in order to do it, and I'm probably going to mess it all up. But we're going to count you down. We're going to sing you some Auld Lang Syne.
Right.
And then you guys are going to come up and make a toast. Does that sound right? Oh, just do it? Okay.
Oh, well, we're in charge. That sounds amazing.
So
All right, we're at 24 seconds.
And
So we'll start it.
we're down to 20 seconds, folks.
This is so exciting.
It is. Get the capo on the right one.
All right, here we go, guys.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New
You ready?
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. One more time. For old lang syne, my dear, for old lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for